it makes me think of when I was, like, in primary school, and I used to be able to, I would, like, make bird noises, or think I was making bird noises, and then I would, like, hear the bird calling back, and it was obviously just talking to a different bird, but I thought I was communicating with the birds, and then for, like, a long time I thought that birds could understand me, and that I was friends with birds, and I used to, like, brag about it, and people would obviously be like, Tegan, that's stupid, and I was like, no, it's not, I can talk to birds, look, and then I would make bird noises, and then you would hear the bird back, and then, like, the little girl that does the little laugh. I just think that's really pretty. Yeah, it's such an interesting, I don't know. Little girls. I think I understand why I like talking about children. Because I don't. I think that I still relate to being a kid quite heavily in my emotional world. And ever since I hit my 20s, I feel like I have been noticing myself feel more comfortable with relating to myself when I was younger than I used to. Like, I used to relate to myself within the last couple years of that time. So it was like, if I was 13, I would... Well, when I was 13, I think I would look more to the future about who I think I was going to be. And then so it became like thinking about myself when I was 16, what I was like when I was 12 and 13, and whatever. And then so on and so forth all the way up. So when I was 19, I was like thinking about myself at 16. And now it's not me thinking about myself at 16. It's me thinking about myself at like 6 again. A lot. And I think about that all the time. And how I feel like I feel more closely linked to that age version of me than I do any other at the moment. Because I feel like everything's fresh again. Like, I feel like now I'm doing adulty things and I'm on my own. Everything feels like fresh and exciting in the same way that it did when I was like a kid. Because it doesn't feel... You know, nothing really changed between the ages of 10 and 19. But lots has changed between the ages of 19 and now. Which has only been 2 years, 3 years. But yeah, so that's that. I think that's what keeps coming up in my work, is that feeling. Or at least that's what's coming up in my mind, and is what is making me want to make work and feel like there's something to make, is that feeling.
Yeah.
And that song really resonated with me because of that memory and because of how I've been feeling and how it doesn't have like a particular undertone. Like, the song's not really like got an undertone of something scary. I mean, it's got the bird calling at the end, but that didn't necessarily feel scary to me when I was listening to it.
It sounded like pigeons in the morning when you were a kid.
Yeah. And like your thoughts at the same time, like your brain being like, wake up, wake up, wake up, or something like that, at the same time as the pigeons in the morning. And I don't hear pigeons in the morning anymore as well, by the way. What's that about? We literally live in a city. We should be able to hear birds cooing when we wake up.
No. Nice. You just said we live in a city, we should hear birds. Doesn't go together.
No, pigeons. Pigeons. We live in a city. It's full of pigeons.
The type of pigeons that coo are not city pigeons, it's town pigeons.
All pigeons coo, sweet pea.
Yeah, but not that way in the morning. Pigeons in a city are in the city getting food.
But
Pigeons in the countryside sit on fences and goo.
But I feel like I've just not heard pigeons coo in a long time anyway. Like, even when I'm at home, I don't feel like I hear the pigeons cooing anymore. But maybe I need to start listening to that again.
Maybe.
Or, like, listening out for it. But, yeah. That song feels, like, very there's no ulterior feeling other than it just feels like the very mild feeling of happiness and enjoyment that I felt when pretending or thinking that I was able to talk to birds. When I feel like a lot of the stuff I look at the moment, or everything that I think about, it feels like there's so many different branches of thought coming off of that are I don't know what I'm saying. Like, they feel like there's loads of different ways of perceiving them, or that there's loads of other things linked to them, or that there's... When I look at artwork, there's always something else happening there that you could look into, and everybody always infers loads of meaning onto everything. But I don't feel like you really can in that song. It's an isolated experience, the same way that experience was for me. So that's why I keep thinking about it. Also, I think it'd be really interesting if we incorporated something like that in Sedge, because obviously Jess wants to do this idea of what's the word for what I'm saying? Jess wants familiars to be involved with, and all the characters are meant to be familiars of the girl. It would be really interesting if we could incorporate that kind of like whispering on the wind, or like emulation of animal noises that are actually conversations, or like instructions or something like that. That could be fun. So I need to talk to Jess about that. Oh, I want to talk to... I've already mentioned to Jess about this song, but I want to explain it more, because I don't think I really explained it. And then she was like, yes, it's a cool song, Tegan. Well done. Okay.